from Eightcap. Welcome to today's update. So we're just having a look at oil on the daily chart. Now we're just checking out basically this area here has our attention as we saw that 3-day decline. It was a very strong decline, and we've seen buyers start to put up a bit of a fight back at a previous level, and that's got our interest so far. So we can see overall we've got a new trend that's trying to form. It's been struggling. It had a real good go. It had a breakout of resistance here, moved up to test previous resistance, and then we saw that selling hit the market. So what we are looking to see now is, are we going to see a short-term rally up that's going to confirm this crossover here on the moving averages and then start to move back down? Or are we going to see this support continue to hold and we're going to see a new move up, keep staying on this trend line here, have a pullback, higher low, and then move back up, and could we see a new test of these highs? So they're the two real scenarios that we are watching at the moment. This trend line is pretty important with this support point here for us. We really want to see price stay above that. Now we can see the moving averages are pointing down quite sharply. It's to be expected after that move down. I think the key here is, do we see a lower high with a move back down, or do we see a higher low and then move back up? So they're the two scenarios. Sorry to repeat them, but they're the two things we're really focusing on at the moment. It's a bit of a 50-50 at the moment. We can see this trend is forming. There's a bit of a channel forming as well, but it's a bit of a junky looking trend, isn't it, after breaking out of this downtrend? So I think a lot will come down to this area, and that's what we're going to keep our focus on moving forward. If you were looking at any type of ideas, you could buy nice and early now, look to see a run up, then have your stop at break even, see what happens on the next move. If it comes test down, you could take half profits and have the rest at break even, which would probably be stopped out. Then if you did get a higher low around this area sometime, you may survive. There's no deep tail, and then you could look to ride it out. Now, if we did see a break of that low and then a break of this low, you could then look at a possibility of trading, selling that lower high and then seeing if it does continue to break through this point here and continue lower if you're more bearish on this side of the market. But for me at this stage, with a bit of a bullish channel, some momentum previously, we want to give this trend line a little bit more of a shot. Unless we do see a break through it, then we'll probably start looking at more price action to qualify as bearish moves. So we can see even today's rally is starting to fail a little bit. So today's rally does fail and we see a move below the trend line and a close. That could also be setting up a fast trend lower, and we'll also take that on board. So a break of that trend line could also set up an idea to sell, and then we'd look to have previous high as the stop, and then possibility of this target area if the market did move down. So you can see a bit of bullish volume after some pretty strong selling volume on those two bars here. So we'll see how much strength buyers really do have in the tank at this level, and if this trend line and support area can continue to hold. But if those two go today, definitely we'll be starting to move more towards the bearish side of the spectrum. So thank you very much for your time. Let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree. If you've got any other ideas of looking at crude at this point in time, and we always love to hear from you. Otherwise, all the best to you trading for the rest of the day, and we'll have another update during the week. So good trading, and bye for now.